In today's video, I'll be covering an app that you can use to play music on your terminal, and it's called moc, which stands for Music on Console, and it is a music player app for Linux or Unix command line interface, which is designed to be simple and robust enough to run smoothly on your terminal without significantly affecting other input or output operations. So according to their website, moc plays smoothly regardless of the system or input and output load because it uses the output buffer in a separate thread, so the transition between files is gapless, and the latest stable release is version 2.6 alpha 3, and it has the following improvements. It has complete support for all SND file formats. It has DSD format support via ffmpeg, and the OSS sound driver has 24-bit support. And the installation of this app is very easy because for most distributions, the PPA is natively supported. So if you want to install it on Ubuntu or Debian or Linux Mint, you can install the moc player as well as its plugin. So to install both of them, you do sudo apt-get install moc-ffmpeg-plugin. So for the other Linux distributions, you can basically install them the same way according to the commands for your distribution. But if you have any problems, you can visit their website, which I'll link in my description below. So mine was already installed, so if you want to launch it, you use moc-p, you hit enter. Yeah, and this is where it brings you to this is the default page and the default theme. So you have to navigate to the directory where your music is stored. So navigate to your home directory until you reach where your music is stored. So to navigate, you use the arrow keys on your keyboard, the up and down arrow keys. Then I'll go to free stock music. Yeah, so I'm using free stock music because I don't want to get into trouble or copyright issues. So when you launch it, this is the window where it appears. So to play any track, you just hit enter and it starts playing. Yeah, so that you hit enter and it starts playing after you selected the music. And then to stop it, you just hit S. And you can see here at the top on the title bar of my command line, you can see stop here, it has stopped. And then to continue playing, you just hit enter again and it continues playing. And then if you want to pause it, you just hit the space bar. It shows you that it has paused, and then as you can see on the side there's the playlist. So to switch between the file lists and the playlist, you just use the tab key. So you'll use the tab key and it will switch over to the playlist, but first you have to add music to a playlist. So to add music to your playlist, you just select the music you want and you choose A and you hit A and it will move it to the playlist side. So I'll add a couple of music there. And then to switch over to the playlist side so that you can select the song that you want to play, use the tab key. Select tab and then just use the arrow keys to navigate the playlist also. So, and then to change the volume and all that, whether you want to increase or to reduce, you use the keys, the arrow keys that are on the comma and the full stop on your keyboard. So they are above the comma and the full stop, there are two arrows which are pointing in opposite directions. So the left one is for reducing the volume and the one on the right is for increasing the volume. So I use that to change volume. Yeah, so and then you can also, if you want to shuffle your playlist, you want them to play in a random order, you can just use the S key. You use Shift and S. So I'll go back to my file list, I'll get out of my playlist, so I use Tab, and then I use Shift S to shuffle. So you see the shuffle is highlighted down here, it becomes white instead of being grayed out. And then you just, when you want to play the next track, you use N. So N plays the next track, and because I've shuffled, it will just pick a random track and start playing. So when I hit N, it has chosen a different track. Hit N again, chooses a different track, and then if you want to play the previous track, you use B. So you just hit B, and it goes on and on like that. And then if you want to delete music from your playlist, you just press D. So I'll go back to my playlist, and then I want to delete, let me delete harmony from my playlist. So I'll hit D, and it deletes it. And then if you want to add a directory of songs to your playlist, you can just use Shift plus A. So you remember, if you want to add a song to your playlist, you use A, but if you want to add a full directory that contains songs, you use Shift plus A. So I'll delete all these songs from my playlist so that I can show you how that works. So go back to my main. Now the directory I want to add to my playlist is the free stock music. So if I want to add all of it to the playlist, I just use Shift A, and all the music is added there. Yeah, so the good thing about MOC is that it also allows you to play your music along with the lyrics. So if you have a lyrics file for any of the music that you want to play, you can also load it here. So you just select the song that you want to play, you play it, and then to display the lyrics file, which of course you have already downloaded, you can just use Shift plus L. So I don't have any lyrics files, so it shows me no lyrics files, but that is what you do. To exit from this interface, you just hit Q and it goes back to the playlists. Yeah, so if you want to save your playlist, you just use Shift plus V. Shift plus V, and then you can navigate to the directory, specific directory where you want it to be stored. So I'll just let mine remain in the free stock music directory. So down here at the bottom, you can write the name of your playlist and you save it as an M3U file. So I'll call mine free music P1, maybe for playlist 1.m3u. Then hit enter. It shows that the playlist is saved. Yeah, so if you also want to access, there are other options on this player. To access the help section, you can just use Shift plus the question mark, and it brings you here. So it shows you all the commands you need to enter to do. There are so many commands here. Yeah. So if you ever get stuck or anything, you can just access the help menu using Shift plus the question mark. Yeah, and it also has a software mixer, which can access it by pressing W, as you can see here from the menu. And it also has an equalizer. It also provides mono mixing. Yeah, you can just play around with this app and discover more and more things. Yeah, so to repeat a song, you just use Shift plus R and it will repeat whatever song you choose. Yeah, so I think that is all about this app. There are also other different music player apps for your terminal that you can use. There's also CMAS, there's Music Cube, there's MPG123, and there's MP3 Blaster. So This by far is my favorite, and you can also explore the other ones. And one thing I forgot to mention, there are also themes available here. So to access the themes, you just use Shift plus T. And example theme is the default one. So you can explore the other themes and you can use the one which you like best. So personally, I like the mocha theme. I find it more appealing than the others. But the only thing that I've not been able to figure out is how to make this theme stick, because when I exit this play and then I come back again, the theme will be reset to the default one, which is this bluish one. Yeah, so if you know how to do that, I think it needs to be configured into a file or something. But if you know how to do that, you can always leave the steps below in the comment section. Yeah, to help me and everyone else who is going to watch this video that doesn't know how to do it. Yeah, so to exit this player, you just use Q. It will exit, but the music continues playing. So in order to stop the music completely from playing, you just use moc-ffmpeg-plugin and the music stops playing. So the advantage of using this play is that you can also continue doing other things that you want to do in your terminal while you're listening to music, because it does not interfere with whatever else you're doing in your terminal. Yeah, so that is all for today's video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. You can check my links in the description below. This link to the website of this project will be in my description below, as well as all my socials. And I also have an LBRY channel, which you can also go and check it out if you're interested. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one.